I'm Cindy Daychuk with Queen Bee Creations. Thanks for tuning in and joining me tonight. The idea of Wednesdays is really to keep you here only for a quick half hour. I appreciate your giving the time to begin with. Just to update you on what's new and happening, what are some of the new additions to the shop. All of the new product additions are listed on the website, queenbeecreationshome.com. I have a category right up at the very top that says new this week. So just to help you be able to, if there's something that you see, you can track it down super fast. If you miss it this week and you want to go looking for it next week, it won't be in that collection, but it will be in all the relevant collections in terms of if it's seasonal decor, if it's, a kitchen item, if it's decor, any of those kinds of things, you'll be able to find it elsewhere, or just search on it. There's a search bar. So to start with, announcements. The big news, I think, this week for any of my makers, so anybody that knows and loves IOD, and in particular has been waiting eagerly for the arrival of the Christmas release of IOD. It is now definitely scheduled for October 1st, Tuesday of next week, going live at noon. So the sisters will go live at noon, and at noon, I will then begin turning the products on. So in no particular order, I have 15 products that I have to go into and turn on. So don't expect them all on the stroke of noon. I can't start until then, but by 10 after 12, they should all be live on the website, and you can begin making your purchases then. Certainly if you're watching the full launch from the sisters, then you can pop on over to the site and be able to make your purchases. So you can either obviously buy to have them shipped. You could buy online to pick up from the store. So if you wanted to ensure that you got them, there's 15 items this year, and 14 of them are limited edition. So if you're familiar with IOD, you know what that means. I have what I have. When they're sold out, they're sold out. I cannot get more, and it will be the same throughout North America. So if I'm sold out, you can go looking to see maybe a little pocket of someplace that isn't sold out. But last year, there was the one transfer in particular that sold out throughout North America within 48 hours. So kind of crazy. Sometimes it's just, I have no clue. I am not good at guessing which the standout item is going to be. So hopefully I kind of guessed and I got a lot of it, but I got what I could, and certainly what I could afford to get for you, but I got a lot. I got more than I have any other year. I think there's going to be a lot in this release that's going to appeal to a lot of people. So that's Tuesday. Now, here's the deal. If you're buying online, then you're perfectly happy and you continue to do that because the stuff will be available online. If you're one of those people that you really want to be able to see it to purchase and you're local, then Tuesday is kind of a drag for you because that's launch day and I'm closed on Tuesdays. So what I have done and what I've posted on Facebook is I will open the shop from 1 to 4 that day. So I'll make sure that I'm here. You can pop in at 1 o'clock between 1 and 4 to be able to make your purchases live. But again, it's one of those things that, I'll be here Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday too. So you could come in and make your purchases then. There are no guarantees on what would be available or still available. And I do not and will not, with especially the Christmas, I will not hold. So if you're worried about things selling out before you get a chance to see them, you can make your purchases online. If you've bought it, I'll hold it until you're able to get out here. But it doesn't mean that you get to then look at them and say no or make exchanges on those things. Your purchase is your purchase. just because so many other people, if I'm sold out, they go looking elsewhere. And I can't sell them what my system thinks has already been sold. So that's the only deal about this release, because it can be like a feeding frenzy. It can be like a really popular white sale. It's like I've literally had people almost wanting to yell at someone ahead of them that bought the last couple of transfers that they were after, and didn't think it was fair that they bought two and they wanted one, and the person got the last two. In their mind, they thought it was fine because they wanted four and I only had two. So it is what it is. Whoever makes their purchases gets their purchases. So that's the whole announcement. That's the whole IOD thing. There is another announcement coming next week, but I don't think it's been formally made yet. So I can't tell you, but there will be another product launch happening that week on the Saturday. So stay tuned. As soon as I can put it up on Facebook, I will. But yeah, they haven't made a formal announcement yet, but know that there's a big product launch happening that week in addition to IOD. Yay, yay, it'll be crazy. So videos this week. Oh, little bug. I keep saying I don't do a lot of Halloween, and then I keep going and doing another Halloween. I did this one on Monday. Skeleton with the little hand sticking out. This was particularly kind of fun, and it's a little kitschy. It's with dollar store items, just an old frame, super easy to do. I think it's one that your kids will enjoy as holiday decor as well. But that's Monday's video. So check out that skeleton guy. Today's video was about doing, I did card size, but know that you could do this smaller, the same project smaller, and you could do place card settings, maybe for the holiday table. You could do even smaller and make them into little gift tags on your presents. But we took stamps, and I used some of the bigger IOD stamps from, just the fall harvest idea, right? And we made little pop-up cards. So, if you're tenting a smaller version of this as a name card, you can use some of the stamps. And the smaller you go, maybe the little apothecary stamps, to be able to make a place card. You can do the same idea with smaller stamps that you may have in your stash to do little gift tags, which I think would be super cute, right? So that you've got this, it's going to open up. You can write additional space for sentiments. But that was today's video. And then Friday's video is a little bit more about fall. I need a little bit more fall in the store, so I get to move those in tomorrow and brighten it up a little bit. But we took some some thrift store finds and zhuzhed them up to make some fall decor. So this was just one of those little tin milk can shaped items with some actual thrifted fall decor. So this little guy is $12. And one of the things that I mentioned in the video is we've kind of set it up to be kind of a tabletop item. But if you're doing on the shelf, you could take off this bottom florals and have it a little bit more simple looking. We did this little natural but dry gourd, which is just kind of cute to be able to sit up on a shelf somewhere. Yeah, I need to go to glasses. This one is also $12, so it's got some little gourds in there and some pine cones and some nuts. And then the bigger one from two thrifted items is this one. So I had thrifted, actually I don't think I thrifted, I think somebody got me this wooden pedestal candle holder, and then I had thrifted this little bucket with the straw filler in it, and then we used that as, that doesn't go with you, and we used that as our base. And I really like, oh, that's The pedestal candlestick is from Harrington Woodcraft. There you go. I never looked on the bottom. It's just distracting me. So this is $21 for this guy. Okay, you go there. Okay, so that's this week's video. And because I'm putting the floral decorations now live into the shop, I thought that I'd jump the gun and show those to you. I don't know. I don't know if I'm doing more Halloween before Halloween. And it is what it is. Right now, I have a lot of people asking about Christmas. So my past Christmas videos are being viewed a lot. People are obviously in the Christmas mode, maker's mode for markets and things. So I've got a bunch of ideas for this year for Christmas and different ornaments and things. So I may have to start filtering those in a little bit amongst other ideas. Just, sometimes you just got to go there. All right. So let's start with a couple of the big items. This one is a big enamel bowl with a small little rim on the bottom. It's the typical white with the black rim. It's got the ring handles. It's in awesome shape. Obviously, it's not going to be cheap to ship because of the size, not because of the weight, but because it's going to fall into an oversized category. But it's $18, so you've got lots of room to play with that for shipping, because these are obviously much, I thought that we were going to drop that, a lot more expensive than that typically. So hopefully I tried to keep the price down so that would defray shipping costs if in fact it has to be shipped. This piece, so really cool, kind of an olive green, large pitcher with faux distressing. So it's not an old piece, it's just made to look old, but I love the size of it. I love the shape of it. Right now, this would be gorgeous with some natural sunflowers poking out of it, or using this as a big fall floral display. It would be awesome, and easily would switch over to Christmas florals and things. But this guy is $16. Thanks, Nick. This guy, let me just look at him. This guy is just Halloween, just kind of funky. So you've got in a ceramic bathtub, so it's pretty substantial. Double wicks, so 2-wick soy candle with a big skeleton monster in there for $24.
Can you do a video on that one?
Yeah, that one was a video. So just in keeping with different. So I have a number of mugs tonight, but let me go to this pitcher. So this is a Godinger pitcher. It's got phenomenal details, like almost like little daisies with waves separating it, the dots, and this light green kind of cut glass. It still has its original sticker on it. And this one, hang on, let me check, because I think I found this one. So the cheapest that I found it online was selling for $48. It's selling for $25 in the store because it is brand spanking new, and it is gorgeous. So, and Godinger, in terms of a lot of its stuff and its glassware and things like that, is pricey at the best of times. Then we have this rooster. So kind of crowing rooster. I love he's got like a faux distressed look, the swirls. It's kind of kitschy. I think I might have called him a kitschy rooster. He's $14 in the shop. He's not as heavy as he looks because he's hollow. He's not a pourable. I mean, as much as his beak opens, it's not a pitcher. It's not. He's just decor. You just love him as he is. All right, this guy. So This is a little bit different of a find, but I thought it was really timely as we're going into the Thanksgiving and Christmas mode. So I have a set and I'm selling all 12 together. So a set of 12 of these really firm metal picks with the spiral on top in a little wooden base. So there's 12 of these place card holders for your holiday table, and all 12 are for $9. Then we come to the Pyrex. So this particular Pyrex piece is the Market Garden pattern. And you guys, it is perfectly vibrant. This has never seen a dishwasher. So obviously it does not come from my house, because if it if it doesn't, you know, pretty much anything goes into the dishwasher in my place, because
I'm lazy.
well, you know what? It's not even just that laziness. It's just no time. Just I'm usually just buzzing through there. This is the smallest of a nesting bowl set of 3, and I did see the set of 3 on eBay. Not quite as sharp an image as this, but the nesting bowl of 3 was $100. So this at 14 is definitely worth it. And so it also is Pyrex from England. So just so that you know, that's a little bit more desirable. The other, this is the last Halloween thing this week, is this 2 mug set. So this is Portobello by Design. And this is, let me think. So it's bone china. It's designed in England. So Portobello is from England. This one is a witch cat, and on the inside it says creepy cat. And this one is a vampire dog, and on the inside it says Count Dogula. So I'm selling them together as a set, because really you can't just do one. So the set is $12, and they're super cute. I mean, this one has, you know, it's got the paw print and then bats going around the rim of both of them, and this has got cauldrons and pumpkins. He's got scary little graveyard. So they're just a cute little latte mug for Halloween. This handmade pottery bowl, it is stamped on the bottom, though, you know, you can go down a real rabbit hole trying to find potter stamps and trying to determine the appropriate maker. I did a quick look, didn't find it, I abandoned it. So handmade pottery bowl. And I called this Pussy Willows, the pattern, because I really think that's what it looked like to me. But it's like a shallow bowl or dish, whichever way you want to look at it, for $11. Oh, and then, all right, I'll show this because it's sold already. This is a Home Hardware, Home of the Handyman, old delivery truck that is a bank. So it's an all metal bank. It's missing 2 of the wheels, one in the back, one in the front, or you could certainly move the wheels around and change that. But this particular item, so I think this is of a Ford. Did I write this down? I didn't. So it's of a 1905 Ford truck. So these are collectible, which is probably why it's sold already, or the person that bought it knows somebody that works for Home Hardware, perhaps. But with this, I think that I was selling it for $8. So it is sold for $8. But I think that I saw one on eBay for, might have been in the 70s, $70 range. So there's a lot of people that like Home Hardware out there. There you go. These salt and pepper shakers. So they're in French, and they're in this faux distressed mustard yellow. I think these are just so cute. Just a nice little bright addition. onto a tabletop. So $8.50 for those guys. And okay, this mug. This mug has tulip and some butterflies and a couple of little bees. It's got a butterfly on the inside. It's in really decent shape. I'm selling it for $12. This is a Spode mug. And if you know anything about collectibles, Spode goes for a lot. And so the cheapest price I found these for on Etsy was they had a pair of them for $75. Or you buy a single for $12, which is perfect if you happen to collect Spode, or you have a couple of these and you want to have an extra that brings the price point of the others down, or is a quick replacement if something else gets broken or cracked. But it's 12 on its own. Sorry. This little guy is a Royal Brierley. Okay, probably one or the other. I don't know. Lead crystal, so cut glass, open sugar bowl. And I'm selling it for $14. The cheapest price I found it for online was on Etsy for $27. So just a beautiful, and it's still got its original stickers on it. So it's in great shape, perfect shape, and pretty much brand spanking new for $14 for that open sugar bowl. Or you could do whatever you want with it. They call it an open sugar. You could put nuts, you could put candy, you could do what you want.
Ice cream.
Oh, there you go. If you are super fancy, you have ice cream out of a crystal bowl. Now I feel like I should eat my ice cream out of a crystal bowl. I'm not that fancy. I usually make it in a container and I eat it right out of the container I make it from. So I am so far from a crystal bowl. I don't even move it to a bowl. These little guys. So these guys are they are not enamel. They are faux enamel. They are ceramic made to look enamel. So you've got the nice, soft, light blue exterior, the white interior, the kind of the ubiquitous black rim on these. So nice little cappuccino size, espresso size. Cappuccino would be the big mugs, like the Halloween ones. So the pair of these are for $6. I did see a set of 4 of these that were, I can't remember, $37 for the set of 4. So $6 for 2 is still awesome. This, another mug, little dachshund mug. So just super cute, little blue base, pale lavender mauve, white interior with all the little dachshunds running around the outside. So this is $7 for this guy. And then we have, so this one is just super fun. I love this. So blue spatterware or spongeware, if you will. $7. It is signed as a pottery. It is a shaker, or it could be, because it's got a big enough spout here for filling, right? And pretty big holes. This could be like a really cute little potpourri sort of container, because fairly big holes. So I think of this more, I would think, as potpourri, just because of it. But I love that it fills from the side. I was trying to think what else that I might use a big hole shaker for. Yeah, you could, well, probably not cinnamon because it's too big of holes, but I could see like my Italian herbs, or this could be like a Parmesan shaker for sure, right? Because you know, you don't want tiny little holes for your Parmesan. So like you could do a Parmesan shaker for this, you know, on Italian nights and things, but just super cute. Okay. The next 2 things. These next 2 things were awesome finds. So this one is a milk glass tea set. Now this is from, this is Bak, so BAK glass from the UAE. which is, I think, the first thing that I've had way ever. But it's beautiful florals, design, nice light color. I have 4 cups, 4 saucers, the matching teapot, and all of the patterning is in great shape. So meaning like it's not faded, and it's been really well kept. When I went looking for this, I couldn't find comparable sets. I couldn't even find a teapot. I did find 4 cups and saucers on Cherish selling for $88. So here you're getting 4 cups and saucers and the teapot for $45. So again, awesome price on the website, though this will be something that I'll probably list on Etsy, just to get a bit of a broader audience. But
Nice.
if you,
Looking.
yeah, you know what, they are really nice. And if you love milk glass, these are lovely, and they are in great shape. And again, the pattern has not faded. Now, the other thing that I have, so you know that I love bringing you different artwork. Last week we had that lovely seaside original piece of watercolor art that sold right away and shipped out to the States. I'm hoping that it made it without any cracks or anything in the glass. And occasionally I get like limited edition prints and things. So try to look for things that are very special. I have not had much kind of more modern artish kind of stuff. And then I found this piece, not personally knowing the artist. Now the artist's name is Sudi Kukumba. And when I looked this up, so this is a lithograph, a print, okay? It is signed, so you've got the original artist signature. I'm assuming this is a her. I don't even know, but it sounds Sudi, S-U-D-I, sounds to me like a female name, but I'm making that up. It might not be, in which case my apologies. But I did find a lot of listings for they, their, I'm just going to use the their phrasing, not the him, her, for different lithograph prints that ranged, because I don't know which print images are more collectible than others, but they ranged in price in US dollars from $375 to $1,200. So I'm assuming this one is pretty special. I've priced it at $45 because if you get a deal, then you get a deal. And I'm happy with that. And because I have no way of knowing, and I'm not a major art dealer, nobody's coming here to buy a $1,200 painting. If this happens to be a $1,200 lithograph and you buy it for $45, I am delighted for you. But again, it's a little bit different than some of the watercolors that I have that are of, you know, scenery and beach scenes and trees and that kind of idea. And I really gravitated towards some of the imagery in it and the colors. And it looks like it's got a base in watercolor and with ink work and that sort of thing in it. So it was a lot of fun. I thought it was really good. He's a man? Okay, Nick looked him up.
He's from Uganda.
He's from Uganda. So Sudi, sorry, honey. He's a man. So from Uganda, and his stuff does exceedingly well. So hopefully there's somebody out there that appreciates slightly more modernistic work, because this is pretty special. I really, it spoke to me and I gravitated to it, even though I tend to go for more softer scenery myself. But again, I like bringing you different when I find different that I think is particularly special. And this is one of those special pieces. You can look him up, Kukumba, Kukumba. His first name again is Sudi, S-U-D-I. And you can get an idea yourself of him online before you would make your purchase. Happy for you to do that. But again, I'm just kind of pushing it because this and the tea set, I think, are the two most really special pieces in here. I mean, Spode, if you're into Spode, that's an awesome deal. The crystal is an awesome deal. The Goedinger vase is an awesome deal. I mean, there's a lot of things that I have that are particularly great deals, but this is not something that you're going to trip over every day. Same thing with that tea set. They're both very unique, hard to find items, I think. So anyway, not pushing anything on you. You do you. But all right, so countdown begins now for the holiday release of IOD coming on Tuesday. I will open the shop at 1 o'clock. So for those of you that watch the release party on at noon, and then want to jump in your car, know that I'll be here. If you happen to get here before 1 and I haven't turned the lock on the door, just knock, because obviously I'm here at noon turning everything on. So I don't know why I picked 1, but I did. And all the announcements have said 1. So I'm not changing that, but you know, if you happen to speed to get here because of the release, I'll let you in. Thanks as always for tuning in, guys. I really appreciate your being here, whether you're tuning in live with me at 7 or you're catching me on replay. Either works for me. Love you for it. Look forward to seeing you next week. And I'll let you know how the first day sales went and whether it was totally crazy and off the wall. It's a really good release this time. I don't say that all the time because I don't believe it to be true, but if I'm judging it by how many of the things I feel like when they arrive and they are en route to me, so I will have them for the Tuesday. If I think about how many of them I'm going to keep one of for myself, which I don't do for everything automatically, I have quite a number. So out of the 15, I have quite a number. And I think you're going to be hard pressed to make some decisions. Think projects, think what you're actually going to use. But there's nothing wrong with they still keep for the following year. So if you don't use them all up this year, you will have whatever your leftovers are for next year as well. You just won't be able to get these ones next year. So there's some really, really cool stuff coming. And I think you guys are going to love a lot of it. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. You guys let me know once you've seen it. Thanks as always. Looking forward to seeing you again. Take care. YouTube just really doesn't like me to shut